Hello everybody, this is from Family Ilik. This question is for grade 12 Ethiopian students. The questions are, as you see from this, writing skill questions for grade 12 Ethiopian students. These sample model questions consists of all the writing skill lessons, including from types of paragraph, letter writing, writing instruction, and also letter writing, especially for application letter, formal letter, invitation letter, and word orders and punctuation mark. All these contents are included under this writing skill question. So let's do the first question here. Question number 1. Sunset is the time of day when our sky meets the outer space. Solar winds, there are blue, pink, purple, swirls, spinny, and twisting, like cloud of balloons caught in a weary wind. This piece of writing is likely to be argumentative, narrative, expository, and descriptive. All right. The question is completely types of paragraph. So what is the sense of this short paragraph? A short line of paragraph. First, you have to just understand here. Sunset is the time of day when our sky meets this outer space of winds. This is the topic sentence of the paragraph, piece of writing. So what does this sense mean? Do you think this piece of writing or this line of sentence refers about a kind of argumentative, a debatable? Is it two different ideas are run here? No, this is not argumentative. When it comes to just narrative, is it a kind of narrating information, narrating of something? No, it's not a kind of narrating. What about expository? Does the topic sentence give us information, explains about the sunset? I don't think this is not expository. But descriptive. When you say descriptive means it describes about an object. It describes about something. It describes about place. It describes about a very small elements, all right? So the best thing that this piece of writing is descriptive. There are a number of adjectives here. Here is blue, pink, purple, swirls, spinny, and twisting. These consecutive adjectives are words which modify what sunset is, because these words make a vivid image to the listeners, the readers, for understanding these different words. So these types or this piece of writing is called descriptive because it describes what sunset is, the structure of sunset, right? ይህን ጥያቄ ለመመለስ መጀመሪያ እያንዳንዶችን የአንቀጽ አይነቶች መለየት አለብን። አርጊመንታቲቭ ሲል ሁለት አከራካሪ ጉዳዮች መቅረብ አለባቸው። እዚህ ጋር የቀረበ ነገር የለም። ናሬቲቭ ስንል ስለ አንድ ጉዳይ አንስቶ መተረክ የሚችል ከሆነ ናሬት ማድረግ የሚችል ከሆነ ይሄ ፓራግራፍ ናሬቲቭ እንላለን። ኤክስፖዚቶሪ ስንል እዚህ አካባቢ የቀረቡት ሐሳቦች ለአንባቢያን መረጃ የሚሰጥ ከሆነ ኤክስፖዚቶሪ እንላለን። ዲስክሪፕቲቭ ስንል ደግሞ እዚህ ስለተቀመጠው ቶፒክ ሰንተንስ ወይም ይዘት መግለጫ ሲገልጸው ማለት እንዲታይ እንዲሸተት እንዲሰማ እንዲዳሰስ አድርጎ በተለያዩ ገላጭ ቃላቶች መግለጽ ይችል ዲስክራይብ ማድረግ ሲችል ይቺ ፒስ ኦፍ ራይቲንግ ምን እንላታለን? ዲስክሪፕቲቭ እንላታለን። ስለዚህ በዚህ ምክንያት እየተገለጸ ያለው ነገር ምንድነው? ሰንሲት የሚለውን ነው። በምን ገለጸ? አድጀክቲቭስ ኦፍ ከለር ገለጸ። ሉክ እዚህ ጋር ያቸው ሶ ዲስ ካይንድስ ኦፍ አድጀክቲቭስ አር ኮልድ ዲስክሪፕቲቭ ወርድስ ነው የምንላቸው። እነዚህን መቼ ነው የምንጠቀምባቸው? አንድን ነገር ዲስክራይብ ማድረግ ስንፈልግ ማለት ነው። ሶ the answer for this question is really descriptive paragraph ብለን እንመልሰዋለን። descriptive paragraph ብለን እንመልሰዋለን። So these are the different purposes of the paragraphs, please. When you come to question number 2 here, question number 2, which type of paragraph would this topic sentence has best to go with? Look here, ምንድነው የሚላችሁ ይሄ I remember about the day I won the race. I'm going to just narrate about the day which I was proudest day of my life because I won that contest. ስለ ውድድሩን ስላሸነፍኩበት ቀን እያነሳው ማውራት ነው መተረክ ነው የፈለኩት እዚህ ጋር። ስለዚህ ይሄንን ሐሳብ የምተርክ ከሆነ exemplify የሚያደርገው narrative paragraphን ብቻ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። So the answer is what? Narrative paragraph. Narrative 1. the other very important point that we decided to be narrative here is there are narrative words here, narrative verbs when, was, and the other still. እነዚህ መኖራቸው narrative paragraph ለማለት ፍንጭ ሊሰጡን የሚችሉ ወርዶች ናቸው። እነዚህን መሰረት ማድረግ እንችላለን። This is not descriptive because it doesn't describe about an object or something or a place or a person. So it's not descriptive. Expository. What does it exposes? What does it explains? What does it gives information? ስለምን ጉዳይ ነው መረጃ የሚሰጠን? So no need to explain about something. So it's not a kind of expository paragraph አይደለም ይሄ ማለት ነው። So having this clue, having this information, I conclude that this type of paragraph is narrative paragraph ብለን መመለስ እንችላለን። ስለዚህ the best thing to answer paragraph question is we depend on the first or the topic sentence of the paragraph. If we are an advanced learner, sometimes the topic sentence is not written at the beginning, middle, and end. Maybe the supporting details are in the paragraph. Understanding all the supporting details and summarize with our own points, we can deduce that this can be the topic sentence for the paragraph. ለአድቫንስድ ለርኖች አንዳንድ ጊዜ ቶፒክ ሰንተንስ በፓራግራፍ ላይ ይቀመጥ ይችላል። ስለዚህ ምንድነው የምናደርገው? ቶፒክ ሰንተንስ ውስጥ እና ፓራግራፍ ውስጥ ያሉ ይዘቶችን ዝርዝር ይዘቶችን በማንበብ እነሱም ሰብሰብ አድርገን በራሳችን ሐሳብ ገልጸን ቶፒክ ሰንተንሱ ስለምን እንደሚያወራ መግለጽ እንችላለን። ይሄ ፖሲብል ነው። Yes, question number 4 ላይ እንምጣ። Question number 4. The paragraph is used to tell a story. And there is also what? A logical sequence of a story. A very clear question. A story, which means narrating of a story, someone's bibliography, and the paragraph should be developed a kind of sequence, logical sequence. That kind of logical sequence is chronological order ነው የምንለው። በተለይ ይሄ ግልጽ ነው። አንድ ነገር ናሬት ስናደርግ ወይም የሆነን ሰው ታሪክ ሊሆን ይችላል፣ ቢቢዮግራፊ ሊሆን ይችላል፣ የራሳችንን እሱም መጻፍ ሲያስፈልገን ናሬቲቭ ፓራግራፍ ነው የምንጠቀመው። እዚህ ጋር በግልጽ እዚህ ጋር ተቀመጠልን ነገር አለ። ሁለተኛ ሎጂካል ሲኩዌንስ ነው የምናስቀምጠው። ሎጂካል ሲኩዌንስ ስንል በአብዛኛው ናሬቲቭ ፓራግራፍ ዴቨሎፕ ስናደርግ ክሮኖሎጂካል ኦርደር ነው የምንጠቀመው። ክሮኖሎጂካል ማለት ታይም ቤዝድ መሰረታል ሰዓትን ጊዜን መሰረት አድርገን ነው ልንጽፍ የምንችለው። we may start from the ancient to the recent, we may start from the recent to the ancient, we may start from the last year to this year, this year to last year, last week to this week, this week to last week, in the middle of the night to this morning to in the middle of the night. This kind of arrangement is called logical sequence, which is chronological order እንለዋለን። yes, chronological order. Basically ይሄንን አይነት chronological order የሚጠቀመው paragraph narrative paragraph ነው የምንለው። yes, narrative paragraph. Let me give you an example. If you want to write about the transport system from the recent to the ancient, or the ancient to the recent, narrative paragraph ነው የምንጽፈው, right? Or the teaching learning from the recent to the ancient, or the ancient to the recent, narrative paragraph no develop እናደርገው. So this is totally refers about what narrative paragraph is. What narrative paragraph is. From these points onwards, the answer for this question number 4 is A, right? A. Fine. Question number 5. A coherent body paragraph is one that. What does coherent mean? ምን ማለት ነው? አንድ coherent የሆነ paragraph ማለት ነው የሚለን. Yes. Has clear logical sequence that flow together with. There is clear idea and the ideas are logically arranged and they are interwoven each other, tied each other, all right? ግልጽ የሆነ ሐሳብ እርስ በርሳቸው በሐሳባቸው ቅደም ተከተል የተያያዙና ትርጉም ሊሰጡ የሚችል ናቸው ኮሄረንት ፓራግራፍ ማለት ነው የሚለን። ቢ ላይ ስትመጣ presents a well developed thesis statement ነው የሚለን። ያ well developed thesis statement ነው የያዘው የኢሴውን የድርሰቱን ዋና ሐሳብ የያዘ ለማለት ነው። ሲ includes all of the ideas that have been brainstormed. no ምንድነው የሚላችሁ? Before you write a paragraph about a title, first you brainstorm. ፕሮሰስ ኦፍ ራይቲንግ የምንለው ነገር አለ። አንድ ነገር ከመጻፋችን በፊት መጀመሪያ ምን እናደርጋለን? ስለሚጻፈው ጉዳይ ሐሳብ አእምሯችን ላይ ያለውን ነገር ቶሲንግ ኦፍ አይዲያስ ነው። ብሬንስቶርሚንግ ማለት ቶሲንግ ኦፍ አይዲያስ ኤንድ ራይት ኦር ጆት ዳውን ኦን a piece of paper ብሬንስቶርምድ እንላቸዋለን። አፍተር ዛት ብሬንስቶርም ካደረግን በኋላ አውትላይን እናስቀምጣለን። አውትላይን ማለት you have to just reject the irrelevant ideas and add some important key points. አውትላይን ስናደርግ የሚስማሙትን ሐሳቦች የምናስቀምጣቸው የማይስማሙትን ደግሞ ሪጀክት የምናደርግባቸው ናቸው። ስለዚህ ይሄ ማለት ደግሞ ሁሉንም ብሬንስቶርም የምናደርጋቸውን ሐሳቦች የምንጽፍበት ማለት አይደለም። ኮሄረንት ፓራግራፍ ኢሪሌቫንት ሪስፖንስ ነው ይሄ። can also serve as concluding. No, coherent paragraph doesn't mean concluding of paragraph. Yes, concluding is one of the organic element of a paragraph. Coherent is one of the qualities of a paragraph. So that's different, right? coherent paragraph and element ነው። ይሄኛው ኤሌመንት አይደለም፣ ኳሊቲ ኦፍ a paragraph ነው። አንድ ፓራግራፍ የሚያሟላው ጉዳይ ነው። coherent መሆን አለበት። coherent of a paragraph means interwoven of ideas. ideas are logically interwoven ማለት ነው። ሐሳቦች በፓራግራፍ ውስጥ ያለው ሐሳብ ግልጽ ሆኖ ሎጂካሊ ኢንተርውቭን መሆን መቻል አለባቸው። እንደ ድርና ማግ መያያዝ መቻል አለባቸው። ለዚህ ነው A ብለን የምንመልሰው the answer should be completely A. This is the definition of coherent paragraph. So one of the qualities of paragraph is coherent. One is unity, order, completeness, and coherent is the key component of quality of a paragraph completely. Right. Question number 6 ላይ እመጣለሁ። A sentence, look here, a sentence that tells some information about the topic. Very interesting question. A sentence that tells some information about the topic. ምን አይነት አረፍተ ነገር ነው? ስለምንጽፈው ጉዳይ የሚነግረን አንባቢዎች ወይ ጸሐፊዎች ስለሚጽፈው ጉዳይ የሚነግረን ምንድነው የሚባለው? topic sentence ነው። Yes, which is an introductory part of the sentence which consists both the topic and the controlling idea. So we can say that topic sentence absolutely. Concluding sentence which comes at the end or the last part of a paragraph, which is restating of the main contents. Supporting sentence means they are called evidences or details which support for the body of the paragraph. Yes. Ordering of idea, which is different from the question. So ordering of idea is quality of a paragraph. So ከዚህ ጥያቄ ጋር ሊሄድ የሚችል ነገር አይደለም። ሁለቱም ኮንክሉድ የምናደርግበት ነው፣ ሰፖርት የምናደርግበት ነው። ስለዚህ ስለምንፈልገው ስለምንጽፈው መረጃ ሊሰጠን የሚችል አረፍተ ነገር ቶፒክ ሰንተንስ ብለን እናስቀምጠዋለን። ወይም ጭብጥ ማለት ነው። የአንቀጹ ጭብጥ ነው። የአንቀጹ ጭብጥ ደግሞ ስለሚጻፈው ጉዳይ ዋናውን የሚይዝና ዋና ዝርዝር ሐሳቦችንና የምንጽፍለትን ይዘት አካቶ የሚይዝ ቶፒክ ሰንተንስ ወይም በኢሴ ላይ ቴሲስ ስቴትመንት በፓራግራፍ ላይ ቶፒክ ሰንተንስ ብለን እናስቀምጣቸዋለን። so the answer is really a ብለን እንመልሳለን ማለት ነው። fine. question number 7 ላይ ስንመጣ question number 7 here. Yes, last week we installed a kitchen door. Yes, we installed a kitchen door so that our cat could come and go as pleases. This piece of writing is likely to be clear. Yeah, እቺ አንዲት የፓራግራፍ ቁራጭ ነገር ነች። so እቺ ፓራግራፍ የት ውስጥ ነው የምናካተት ነው? yeah, we start from we read again please. yeah, last week time adverb. yeah, we installed a kitchen door. still it is simply narrating of paragraph ነው። yeah, narrate ነው እያደረገ ያለው expository አይደለም፣ descriptive አይደለም፣ argumentative አይደለም። so the answer should be what? narrative paragraph because there is a clue here. ናሬቲንግ ስንጀምር በአብዛኛው እነዚህ ናሬቲቭ ቴንሶችን ነው የምንጠቀመው። እሱም በደንብ አጠንጥረን በደንብ መያዝ ያለብን ጉዳይ ነው ፕሊዝ። ከናሬቲቭ ፓራግራፍ ከሌሎቹ ታይፕስ ኦፍ ፓራግራፍ የሚለይበት ሞስት ኦፍ ዘ ታይም ናሬቲቭ ቴንሶችን ይጠቀማል። ናሬት ነው፣ ቴሊንግ ኤ ስቶሪ ነው፣ ራይቲንግ ሰማንስ ቢብሊዮግራፊ ነው። yes ናሬት ስንል ምን ማለት ነው? ለምሳሌ ትናንት ሌሊት ተነስተን እስከ ጧት ድረስ የሰራነውን ነገር የምንጽፍ ከሆነ ናሬት አደረግን ማለት ነው። ከጧት እስከ 4 ሰዓት የሰራነውን ነገር የምንጽፍ ከሆነ ናሬት አደረግን ማለት ነው። ምንጊዜም ስቶሪ ላይ ቢብሊዮግራፊ ላይ ብቻ እናተኩርም ማለት ነው። ባለፈው ሳምንት የሰራሁትን ጉዳይ ከመጀመሪያ እስከ መጨረሻ የምጽፋቸው ከሆነ ናሬት አደረኩት ማለት ነው። በናሬቲቭ ፓራግራፍ ነው ናሬት ላደርገው የሚችለው። ይሄን አዌርነስ ሊኖረን ይገባል ፕሊዝ። ፋይን. question number 8 ላይ ስመጣ question number 8 look, which of the following sentence can be considered a descriptive paragraph ነው የሚለን። ያ descriptive paragraph ይዘት ቶፒክ ሰንተንስ ነው የሰጣችሁ እዚህ ጋር ቶፒክ ሰንተንስ ተሰጥቷል እነዚህ ቶፒክ ሰንተንስ ውስጥ የትኛው ዲስክሪፕቲቭ ፓራግራፍን ሊገልጽልኝ ይችላል ቀደም ልክ እንዳልኩት የአራቱም የፓራግራፍ አይነቶች ቶፒክ ሰንተንሳቸው ላይ እንለያቸዋለን ለምሳሌ condom should be available in colleges ብል condom should be available in universities ብል yes available መሆን አለበት የሚል አለ not available መሆን አለበት የለበትም የሚል ነገር አለ argumentative ነው debatable ነው እዚህ ቶፒክ ሰንተንስ ላይ argumentative ብለን ነው የምንመልሰው ምክንያቱም ሐሳብ ሁለት የተለያዩ ሐሳቦች ስለሚወዛወዙ ማለት ነው ስለዚህ በዛ ኮንተንት ነው the beautiful girl ran up the steep hill to visit the red cottage እዚህ kind of argument the kind of descriptive what does it want to describe the beautiful girl ስለሷ ነው ran up the steep hill to visit the red cottage absolutely ነው ይሄን the United States of America is composed of 50 states it gives information completely expository yes expository በቀላሉ ይሄ ምንም አያስቸግር having a tutor is better than studying by your friend ያ ሁለት ዲቤቴብል የሆኑ ሐሳቦች አሉ having a tutor እንደገና studying by your friend argumentative ነው descriptive አይደለም all of the children from this school are super intrigued with the secret palm this is not a kind of descriptive so the answer is what the beautiful girl እዚህ ጋር ፍንጭ ሰጥቶናል እኮ hello my friends the beautiful girl so the paragraph talks about who a beautiful girl is so the answer is still A ብለን እንመልሳለን this is a clear topic sentence for descriptive paragraph so I can write having the information from the topic sentence እዚህ ያለውን መረጃ በመያዝ ስለ beautiful girl descriptive paragraph vivid image ይሰራለው ማለት ነው right vivid image ይሰራለው ማለት ነው fantastic let's come to the next question please yeah the second question is about word order write the following list of words to get what coherent sentences ምን ማለት ነው እዚህ ጋር የተቀመጡ ቃላቶች አሉ እነዚህ የተቀመጡ ቃላቶችን አስተካክሎ ትርጉም ሊሰጥ የሚችል አንድ አረፍተ ነገር መስራት ማለት ነው እዚህ ጋር መጠንቀቅ የሚገባ sometimes አንዳንድ ጊዜ በሪዘልቱ ልንጀምር እንችላለን በአያያዝ ቃሉ ጀምረን ልንሄድ እንችላለን አንዳንድ ጊዜ በሰብጀክቱ ጀምረን ልንሄድ እንችላለን አንዳንድ ጊዜ ደግሞ በኢንዲፔንደንት ክሎዝ ልንመጣ እንችላለን ሰው ሁሉ ጊዜ ሜን ክሎዝ ላይ ብቻ ፎከስ አናደርግም ማለት ነው ራይት ሜን ክሎዝ ላይ ብቻ ፎከስ አናደርግም ማለት ነው ሁለተኛ እንደገና ትርጉም ሊሰጠን የሚችለው የትኞቹ ቃላቶች በየትኛው ቦታ ላይ ቢቀመጡ ነው የሚለው ነገር አዌርነስ መኖር መቻል አለበት ነው look here drove saw he three the away and sons የሚሉ ነገሮች አሉ let's come here so he drove the three sons away it's completely meaningful this is the result of the unknown sentence all right the result of the unknown but the cause is not written here but the result is definitely written here the result is clearly stated it has a meaning so absolutely right B he drove the three sons so away impossible because the position of this word and the other adjectives is not here so it makes the sentence wrong በተለይ እነዚህ result clause ያለ ቦታው የተቀመጠ ነው ሐሳቡን ወይም አረፍተ ነገሩን incomplete አድርጎታል look here he drove so away the three sons ሲል ደግሞ አሁንም እዚህ ጋር ያለው ነገር the three sons ይሄ noun phrase ያለ ቦታቸው የገቡ ናቸው አሁን meaningful አይደለም ኦርደሩን የጠበቀ አይደለም so he drove away the three sons absolutely ይሄ የሚጎረው ነገር አለ መጨረሻ ላይ መምጣት የሚገባው ይሄ word እዚህ ያለ ቦታው ነው የመጣው so it makes the sentence wrong from this sense the answer should be a ብለን እንመልሳለን so he drove the three sons away this is the conjunction the subject the verb and these are the objectives this one is the time adverb please all right በዚህ መልኩ ኮምፕሊት ማድረግ ያስችላል ስለዚህ መልሳችን ማን ነው ማለት ነው a ብለን እንመልሳለን ነው question number 11 the same question with question number 10 have been I chosen hate my school boy of being the two ካውንት አርጓቸው መጀመሪያ ወርዶቹን እዚህም ላይ ካውንት አርጋችሁ እኩል መምጣት መቻል አለበት all right look here I have chosen be ahead of the boy to my school this is wrong please because this if it is passive voice or perfect passive this perfective word can be inserted between the two words which is the auxiliary and the action verb in case of this one the position of this perfective is in wrong place so this is not the answer please The words are not written correctly. Absolutely. We simply understand the position of, or looking the position of this perfective word makes the statement wrong. So በቀላሉ እንደዚህ አድርገን መመለስ እንችላለን. It doesn't take just 2 minutes 1 minute to answer. ይሄን ጥያቄ ለመመለስ ይሄን አዩ በቀላሉ በማይክሮ ሰከንድ መልሰዋለሁ። B ላይ I have been chosen to be the head boy of my school. Absolutely. እስከዚህ ድረስ ትክክል ነው. Look here. ቅድም ያልኩት being is between the two words now. Absolutely right ነው. To be the head boy of, to be consecutive word ናቸው, ተከታታይ የሚሄዱ ናቸው. Absolutely ትክክል ነው. Yes. So I have been chosen to be the head boy of my school. Correct. See, look, I have been chosen the head boy to be of. Look the problem here. To be of my school. Impossible to write in such a way, please. Impossible, incomplete, not coherent አደረገው. I have chosen been. I have chosen been. Wrong position of the word been. D and the A the same pattern ናቸው. The same sentence structure ናቸው. አንመርጥም። ስለዚህ የት ላይ ፎከስ እናደርጋለን? ቢና ሲ ላይ። ሲ ላይ ደግሞ እዚህ ጋር ያሉ ያለ ቀደም ተከተላቸው የገቡ ናቸው. So the answer should be what? B ብለን እንመልሳለን. So I've been chosen to be the head boy of my school. Yes, I've been chosen to be the head boy of my school. Is the right order of the sentence, so it carry meaning definitely. Right? So you should be systematic to answer such kind of questions. Question number 12. There are words here. Where, sort of, do, the, ladies, hats, what, usually. There is a question mark. Yeah. What is the correct question word here? መጀመሪያ ያንን ለማስተካከል ምን አይነት ጥያቄ ነው ይሄ? Look here. አንደኛ ምንድነው የምታዩት መሰላችሁ? ጥያቄው WH question ናቸው. There is WH question ነው. So WH question ከሆነ the forms of WH question is 1 WH question plus verb plus subject plus action verb plus object plus other element. I repeat once. ደግመዋለሁ. WH question plus verb plus subject plus object plus another element, then we put a question mark. ይሄን ቀደም ተከተል ይዛችሁ ጥያቄያችሁ መልሱ። Yes, what sort of ladies do hats usually wear? Look, what sort of ስንል the word sort of, the phrase sort of doesn't inform for person. Yeah, በቃ እዚህ ጋር አለቀን። sort of ስንል ሌዲስን አይደለም የሚገልጽ። sort of clothes, sort of some objects, sort of elements ነው የምንለው እንጂ sort of ladies or person ብለን ልንገልጽ አንችልም. So it makes the statement wrong አደረገው. All right? Look here. What sort of the hats do usually wear ladies? Absolutely. Sort of the hats. Yes. እሺ ነው ሲን what sort of hats do the ladies usually wear? The problem ምንድነው እዚህ ጋር? Do the hats do? Yes. What sort of the hats? What sort of the hats do usually wear ladies? 1. What sort of hats do the ladies usually wear? ልዩነቱ ምንድነው? Articles እዚህ ጋር ነው. Articles እዚህ ጋር ነው. እሱ ማያት ነው. D. What sort of the hats do ladies usually wear? ይሄም አይሆንም። ስለዚህ either B or C ላይ እንመጣለን ማለት ነው። ሁለተኛ መለያችን በተለይ እነዚህ adverbs of frequency እንጠቀም before action verb መጠቀማችሁን እንዳትረሱ። Look here. አሁን B አይሆንም. Look. What sort of the hats do usually wear ladies? Impossible. It doesn't come at the end of the question, but it comes after the verb ብለናል ቅድም. So simply it is wrong, right? Because it appears at the end of the question word. እዚህ ጋር መጣ. Wrong ነው. wrong ነው. የት ላይ እንመጣለን? C እና D ላይ እንመጣለን. What sort of hats do the ladies usually wear? So the answer is C ብለን እንመልሳለን. With confidence, right? So the answer is C ብለን እንመልሳለን. ኦርደሩን እዩት። ሚኒንግፉል ነው። እዚህ ጋር ያሉት adverbs of frequency before the action verb ነው የመጣው። ኦብጀክት እዚህ ጋር አለ። sort of የሚጠይቅልን hats ነው። question word እዚህ ጋር do አለ and then subject አለ። adverbs of frequency action verb appropriate order ነው። absolutely complete meaning ይሰጠናል C ማለት ነው። Fine. Let's come to the next question, please. Question number 30. How would you write a salutation in a formal letter? Yes, salutation. What does formal letter mean? Examples of formal letters are what's called application letter, letter of condolences, letter of complaint, letter of invitation, and letter of what? Business letter. Official letters are examples of formal letter. Whereas friendly letter and family letter are called an informal letter. For the language we use for formal and informal letter is completely different. Beginning from the salutation under the conclusion of these two letter types. Yes, the question here is formal letter. Whatever any kind of formal letter, alright? Whatever any kind of formal letter. This is the great emphasis of the question here. Salutation means greeting, right? There is writer's address and receiver's address and salutation, which is greeting. So, dear sir or dear editor? No, dear sir possible, but we cannot say dear editor. And here to the editor, we cannot write on this way. Dear sir for male person and dear madam for female person. An acceptable salutation of a formal letter here. So, dear sir and dear madam. So, look here. When do we use dear sir and dear madam? If we do not know the person that we are going to write, so we can write this sir if he is male, this madam for a woman, right? ግልጽ ነው። አሁን የዘረዘርኳቸው እንዳለ ሆነው ዲሰስ እንጠቀም ምንጽፍለት ሰውዬ ስሙን ካላወቀን ሴትዮዋን ማናቃት ከሆነና ግልጽ ካልሆነ ዲማዳም ብለን ሳሉቴሽን ኦፍ ፎርማል ሌተር እንጽፋለን። መግቢያ ለሰላምታ ማለት ነው። ወደ ቦዲ ኦፍ ራይቲንግ ከመግባታችን በፊት ለውድ ወንድሜ ልክ እንደምንለው ለተከበረው እንደምንለው ዲሰር ወይም ድር ማዳም ብለን እናስቀምጣለን። to whomever it may concern ማለት ይሄ for giving for certification ነው ለማለት ነው እንጂ salutation ላይ የምንጠቀምበት expression አይደለም። completely missed ይሆናል። acceptable አይደለም። ይሄ አይደለም ማለት ነው። right? Fine. Question number 14. What are the concluding lines in a complaint letter? Complaint, you know what complaint letter means. This is the focus of the question. Complaint letter, yeah. If you just forward a complaint to the manager, complaint to your boss, complaint director, complaint to the president of the university, what expression is, what idea is really important, right? ቅሬታን ስናቀርብ መጨረሻ ላይ የምናስቀምጠው ቅሬታ ስንጽፍ ለምሳሌ you bought a computer from an organization but the computer that you bought from an organization is not functioning well, so you are going to just write a complete. So your complete comes from the beginning to the end of your paragraph. So what kind of expression, what kind of idea is really inserted in writing conclusion of a complaint letter? This is what I'm saying, right? ምንድነው የሚሆነው ዛጋ ቅሬታን ስንጽፍና ሐሳቡን ስንዘጋ ምን ብለን ነው የምንዘጋው? wishing you a speedy recovery. wishing you a speedy recovery means this is conclusion of a paragraph, especially if you write someone or a friend, if someone is sick and write a piece of writing, right? ለአንድ ልታመመ ጓደኛችን ጎረቤታችን ሊሆን ይችላል ስንጽፍ I wish you a speedy recovery. yes እንደሚሻለ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ ብዬ ኮንክሉድ አደርግለታለሁ። ስለዚህ ለኮምፕሌት ሌተር ኮንክሉዥን ሊሆንና አይችልም ማለት ነው። we are eagerly waiting for your reply. yes okay በጣም መልስንም በግግር ነው በጉጉት ነው መጣበቀው ነው። actually translate ማድረግ አይጠበቅብኝም ምክንያቱም አያለማመዳችሁም ወደ አማርኛ እየቀየርን ማውራቱ። so we are eagerly waiting for you. why do we eagerly means? so there is something behind. I use this word eagerly mean. It has its own implied meaning. eagerly means so there is something behind writing the letter, right? I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon as possible. This is true for conclusion of an application letter, right? Conclusion of a line is which you write an application letter for in an organization, in a company. So this is not for a complete conclusion letter. I hope my letter would open your eyes regarding this matter. Yes, I hope my letter would open your eyes regarding this matter, right? If you write a letter to someone, this sentence comes at the beginning of the sentence, at the beginning of your writing, but not at the ending or conclusion of a writing, right? ይሄ መጀመሪያ ላይ አንድ ምንጽፈው ደብዳቤ መጀመሪያ ላይ ምንጽፈው ነው እንጂ መጨረሻ ላይ ምንጽፈው ጉዳይ አይደለም። so the answer should be what? we are eagerly waiting for your replies. እዚህ ጋር ቀድም ለምን ነካ ለማድረግ ሞች ጋር ያለው ይሄ የሚገልጸው ነገር አለ። complain there is something የሆነ ነገር እንዳለ ስለሚገልጽልኝ ስለዚህ መልሳችን ማን ይሆናል ማለት ነው? ዲ ብለን እንመልሳለን ማለት ነው። fine. question number 50 ላይ እንመጣ። which of the following options would you choose while writing a sick leave application to the school principal? What kinds of which option would you choose while writing a sick leave application to the school principal? One is yours faithfully or yours obediently. Which one is really true? Your will be waiter and your faithfully, your truly. This is true for an informal letter. This is formal letter. If you do not know the person, so faithfully is appropriate here. yours will we sir? Not, but yours obediently is not the appropriate for. The answer is your faithfully unacceptable conclusions of a letter or formal letter. So the answer should be C here. Great. Question number 16. Which of the following are needed to write a formal letter? Formal letter, and important, which is necessary to write a formal letter. It is mandatory to write a formal letter. If you miss the contents from the given here, that is not a kind of formal letter. That doesn't convey a complete meaning. So it must be needed. Contact details of the receiver. It's not mandatory. Contact details of the receiver. Is it necessary to write details of the receiver? The date, both A and B, and sender's address. Needed to write a formal letter. የትኛው ነው በጣም አስፈላጊ ሆነው ነው የሚለን? የተቀባይ አድራሻ ቀንና ኤ እና ቢ ይሆናሉ ነው የሚለን። sender's address ነው የሚለን. So what is the answer here? What's the answer? መቅረት የሌለበት ጉዳይ የትኛው ነው? sender's address ነው. Because sender's address አድሬሱንና ዴቱን ይይዛል ማለት ነው. Yes, አድሬሱንና ዴቱን ይይዛል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ the answer should be D ብለን እንመልሳለን ይሄን. Question number 70. What is the name given to the address at the top of a formal letter? Look here. What is the name given to the address at the top of a formal letter? The name given on the right margin of a formal letter, please. On the right margin of a formal letter, leak. ምንድነው እዛ የሚጽፈው? እዛ ያለው ታይትል ምንድነው ነው? Is the starting line is not starting line. It's not the body part. It's not part of a formal letter. Part አይደለም. Receiver's address, which is the top on the left of formal letter. The top on the left of a formal letter, not on the right አይደለም የሚገኘው ማለት ነው. Here sender's address, yes. What's the name given to the address at the top of a formal letter? Sender's address. Enclosure's address እሱ below ነው, bottom ላይ ነው የምናስገኘው። ስለዚህ ማን ነው የሚሆነው? That at the top of a formal letter, that's called sender's address ነው. Look here. Sender's address at the top margin, on the right margin of a paper ላይ ነው የምንጽፈው. Receiver's address የጸሐፊው አድራሻ ከጻፍንበት ዝቅ ብለን ነው የምንጀምረው። ቶፕ አይባልም ማለት ነው እሱ። ሉክ ሂር ቶፕ አንልም። ቶፕ የሚጻፈው ሴንደርስ አድሬስ እዚህ አካባቢ ላይ ነው። ከዛ እዚህ ጋር መተን ዝቅ ብለን ነው የሪሲቨርስ ኦር አድሬስ ኦፍ ዘ አድሬስ እንለዋለን፣ ወይም ሪሲቨርስ አድሬስ ዝቅ ብለን። ስለዚህ ቶፕ ብለን አናስቀምጠውም። ይሄን ቶፕ ላይ የምናስቀምጠው ነው ሴንደርስ አድሬስ ነው የምናስቀምጠው። ሴንደርስ አድሬስ ነው የሚቀመጠው። ሶ ይሄንን ቢ ቴክ ኬር ፕሊዝ ሂር በዛ መልክ እንይዘዋለን። and the other question is question 80. How do you end the main body or heading of a formal letter? Yeah, how do you end the main body or heading of a formal letter? Look here, by showing your love for the recipient. ምንድነው እያለን ያለው? How do you end the main body of a heading of a formal letter? እንዴት ነው ኮንክሉድ የምናደርገው ነው የሚለን። አንድን ፎርማል ሌተር ለምሳሌ ሌተር ኦፍ አፕሊኬሽን ሊጽፍ ይችላል፣ ቢዝነስ ሌተር፣ ኦፊሻል ሌተር፣ ሌተር ኦፍ ኮንዶለንስ ሊሆን ይችላል። የምንጽፈው እንዴት ነው ኮንክሉድ የምንጽፈው የምናደርገው ነው። by showing your love for the recipient, yes, sense of love በማሳየት ነው። by discussing the weather in your city. It's not our business to discuss about the weather because it is concerned in the body of the paragraph. by discussing the recipient's health and well-being, it is already written in the body of the paragraph. መጽሐፍ ካስፈለገብን እንኳን body of the paragraph ላይ ነው የምናካተው። by telling the recipient what he or she should be doing next, yes, your love, yes, look here, by telling the recipient what he or she should be doing next, ለተላከለት ሰው ቀጣይ ምን ሊሰራ እንደሚችል ማሳየት ነው። አሁን ቢና ሲመር ሳይሆንም ኤና ቢ ላይ እንመጣለን። by showing your love for the recipient, በቃ አንቲሜሲን ቀረቤታን መግለጽ መቻል ነው። by showing your love for the recipient and by telling the recipient what he or she should be. ይሄ ቦዲው ዘ ሌተር ላይ ነው የምናስቀምጠው እንጂ how to end ነው የሚለን conclusion of end of የምንጽፈውን ሐሳብ ልንዘጋ ወይም ልንቋጭ ስንል ምን ሐሳብ ነው የምናስቀምጠው? so A is the right answer please. showing love, ሴንስ ኦፍ ሂውመር ነው የምንገልጸው። ኢንቲሜሲያችንን ነው፣ ፖላይት የሆነ ኤክስፕሬሽን ነው የምንገልጸው እንጂ እንደገና ሊወራ የሚችል ሐሳብ አይደለም እዚህ ጋር የምንገልጽበት ማለት ነው። ፋይን ኩዌስችን 90 ላይ እንመጣለን። ሉክ ሂር ኩዌስችን ነምበር 90. if you do not know the recipient's name, How would you address the recipient of the letter ነው የሚለን ያ Look here, if you do not know the recipient's name, how would you address the recipient's letter? አንተ ምጽፍለትን ሰውዬ ስሙን ካላወቅ ደብዳቤውን እንዴት አድራሻውን እንዴት ነው ልታሳይ የምችለው እንዴት ነው የምገልጸው ነው yes dear sir or madam my dear is an informal letter this is an informal introduction dear sir or madam dear sir or dear madam look here if you do not know the recipient's name how would you address the recipient of the letter dear sir or madam ቅድም ብየዋለሁ ይሄን ማናቃቸው ከሆነ dear sir ለወንድ ከሆነ dear madam ለሴት ከሆነች እንደዚህ ብለን ልንገልጽ እንችላለን የምናቀው ከሆነ dear ዶክተር አለምነህ dear ዶክተር ወይዘሮ ጽጌ you can write in this way ብለን ልናስቀምጥ እንችላለን ይሄ ከኢንፎርማል ሌተር ጋር ልዩነት አለው please question number 20 ላይ እንመጣለን Where do you put the date? Look here. Where do you put the date when writing a formal letter? Very clear question now. Can formal letter license kanu yet ga no ምንጽፈው? Here is at the right top margin which is heading ላይ ነው ምንጽፈው. Yeah. Right top margin heading. For instance here ቦሌ subcity አዲስ አበባ. Look here. ቦሌ subcity አዲስ አበባ ቀበሌ 09. Here is PO box 0909. Date here. So the heading of a formal letter consists heading and date here. Heading and date. heading ምንድነው ይይዛል? Address and date ይይዛል። ስለዚህ የስ ላይ እናስቀምጣለን at the end of the letter. No, look here. And here look here. When do you put the date when writing a formal letter at the end of the letter? No. Just before your signature at the end of the letter? No. Under the address in the right hand corner absolutely so the answer should be what C ብለን እናስቀምጣለን ቀደም ልክ እንዳየነው እዚህ አካባቢ ላይ ሄዲንግ የሚይዛቸው ነገሮች አሉ እነሱ ላይ ነው included የሚሆነው date so the answer should be C still great question number 21 take a spoon in a day and sit in a safe and dry place this piece of writing is likely to be ነው የሚላችሁ take a spoon in a day በቀን አንድ ማንኪያና ህፃናት የማይደርሱበትና የሆነ ቀዝቃዛ ቦታ ላይ መቀመጥ የለበትም ሴፍ የሆነ ቦታ ላይ መቀመጥ አለበት ሲባል ምን አይነት ጽሁፍ ነው ይሄ ነው የሚላችሁ ያ complaint letter is there a complaint letter is there any complaint expression here so it's not complaint letter writing instruction absolutely writing instruction this is an instruction from the doctor to the patient yes the doctor to the patient the doctor wrote prescription to the doctor prescription to the patient and the patient uses the doctor's order use the syrup or the tablet appropriately ስለዚህ writing instruction from the doctor request letter not request letter of condolence not letter of condolence simply the answer is B understanding take a spoon in a day የሚለውን አይተን writing instruction ብለን እናስቀምጣለን so have to just think in different directions please what kind of instruction are there exam instruction doctor's instruction family's instruction and many instructions so have to just be በጣም በስፋት ማየት እንዳለብን ነው ማሳየት የምፈልገው እዚህ ላይ question number 22 your name and address always goes in the blank corner of a formal letter ነው የሚላቸው name and address always goes in the blank corner of ያቀደም ስላልኩት top right ብለን ነው እናስቀምጠው ያ top right እዚህ አካባቢ ላይ ነው የሚመጣው top right ብለን እናስቀምጣለን so the answer should be ብለን እንመልሳለን question number 23 what do you say in the opening part of a formal letter right and formal letter ስንጽፍ opening ላይ እንደ ብለን ነው የምንጀምረው ነው ቀደም conclusion ስንሰጥ እንዴት conclude እናደርጋለን ነው tell how good the weather is in your city yes inform the recipients about the motives of the letter why do you write the letter what is your initiation to write the letter maybe problems maybe sending some money maybe letter of application maybe another very critical motives that you are going to write a letter the motives are very diversified so this must become as the opening of any formal letter we cannot just insert or state these motives between or in the middle or at the end parts of a formal letter so the answer should be what ቢ ለምንድን ነው ያን ደብዳቤ ጻፍከው ምን ፈልገህ ነው ማሳወቅ ወይ መግለጽ የምትፈልገውን ሐሳብ ሞቲቭን የምትገልጸው የመጀመሪያው የአፕሊኬሽን ሌተር የመጀመሪያው የፓራግራፍ መጀመሪያ መልስ ላይ የምትጽፈው ነው ስለዚህ መልሳችን ማን ነው የሚሆነው ማለት ነው completely ቢ ብለን እንመልሳለን tell how good you are doing yeah no tell how good the weather no so the answer is B. Question number 24 here. Where should you write the date in your letter, please? Yeah. Where should you write the date in your letter? Yes, no, that date means for under the address. Yes, kadam biyuallo. Under the recipient's address, no. Recipient's address like date answer from above the address, no. Above the recipient, no. The answer is what? Under the address. Kadam biyallo. The akab like kadam masayet mo priyallo. ስለዚህ address of the writer ላይ address እና date ነው ስለዚህ ከአድሬሱ በታች ነው ዴት የምንጽፈው so the answer is still A ብለን እንመልሳለን question number 25 look here which one of the following words or phrases conclusion of an application letter conclusion which is how can you conclude an application letter since application letter here is one of the formal letter types yes how can you conclude an application letter formal application you love this is conclusion for informal letter best regards conclusion of informal letter yours forever conclusion of an informal letter so the answer is what yours sincerely or sincerely yours or your affectionately or your faithfully right these are the formal conclusions of formal letter these are and the rest which are not listed are an informal conclusions of an informal letter so the answer should be still C great question number 26 which one of the following words or phrases is conclusion of a friendly letter ቀደም ያልኩት ጉዳይ እዚህ ጋር መጣ your affectionate አይሆንም your faithful አይሆንም thank you conclusion አይደለም ስለዚህ ማለት ነው love fine short answer question number 27 which of the following should not be included in an application letter fine application letter writer's address here receiver's address salutation and subject አለ introduction አለ body አለ conclusion አለ finally and finally writer's name አለ and signature አለ something like that complete እናደርጋለን በዛውስ የማይካተተው ነው reasons for the position yes reasons for the position this is our intention to write an application letter why do you apply in Addis Ababa University I have a reason so that's true qualification your qualification is also considered your qualification is mandatory in writing an application letter your additional hobbies what are your hobbies just looking the managers or the committee may look the hobbies and you'll be in short list so hobbies are also mandatory so it is also true your problems with previous employees if you write like this maybe the managers or the committee or the personnel officer may not read your application letter they simply reject it because this person has a problem with the previous employer so he doesn't allow to enter here so no need to so an application letter cannot consist of these types of information when he or she is going to write an application letter so clearly stated no so D is not the right answer please yeah እንደውም እኮ አፕሊኬሽን ሌተር ላይ ጥሩ ጎናችን ነው የምንጽፈው እንጂ ስለበፊት ችግሬ ስለበፊት ባህሬ ምናምን ነገር እዛ ጋር ጽፌ የምሰጣቸው ከሆነ ማን እዚህ ጋር መወዳደር አልፈልግም ማለት ነው ክሊር ነው የምንም ማያሻማንም ስለዚህ በዚህ መልክ ነው የምናስቀምጠው ነው question number 28 if you begin a letter with dear sir you should end with dear sir means I don't know the person that I am going to write dear sir means if I don't know the person our conclusion should be only two one is your affectionately and the other your faithfully but if you know the person you can write Dr. Jigu you can conclude with sincerely yours or yours sincerely or yours absolutely here this sir we don't know the person so the answer should be yours faithfully which is parallel opening or salutation conclusion both are salutation look here these are also salutation and these are also salutation so this is opening salutation closing salutation parallel nacho so the answer is C right question number 29 if you begin a letter with dear Mrs. Tui you should end with አሁን እዚህ ጋር ምጽፍላትን አወቋት Miss Tui ነው የጻፍኩት so sincerely yours ዩኒሴንሰርሊ ያ ዩኒሴንሰርሊ ወደ ሌላው ምርጫዎች መሄድ አያስፈልገኝም ቢ ላይ እቆማለሁ ማለት ነው ፋይን interesting yes question number 30 and 31 a kind of jumble paragraphs you know jumble means yes sentences are written here different sentences are written here so you are going to just reorder the sentence coherently and they will give a complete paragraph coherent mean jumble means the paragraph is written but they have written inappropriate orders wrong position wrong arrangement of ideas jumble paragraph ማለት ሐሳቦች ተቀምጠዋል ነገር ግን ቅደም ተከተላቸውን የጠበቁ አይደሉም ስለዚህ እነዚህን ሐሳቦች በቅደም ተከተል አስቀምጠን ትርጉም ሊሰጥ የሚችል ፓራግራፍ መገንባት ማለት ነው jumble paragraph let me tell you one strategy here before you are going to just write a coherent paragraph here first you have to identify what title is each paragraph talks what is the title here እያንዳንዱን ሐሳብ አንብቡትና ታይትላቸው ስለምን ጉዳይ ነው የሚያወሩት ፍንጭ ሰጣቸዋል ታይትሉን ማወቅ የመጀመሪያ ነው second which idea comes from which ሐሳብ ፍሰቱን ተመልከቱ የትኛው ሐሳብ ከየትኛው ጋር የተያያዘ ነው እሱን ለዩ ሶስተኛው conjunction line which conjunction is really comes from which sentence yes ይሄኛው አያያዝ ቃል የትኛውን ሐሳብ ሊያያይዝ ይችላል ስለዚህ አያያዝ ቃሎችን ፈትሹ ከዛ በኋላ እነሱ መሰረት አድርጋችሁ አሁንም ሐሳቡን ፍሰቱን ማስቀመጥ ይችላልላችሁ አራተኛው ስትራቴጂያችን which sentence can complete for this paragraph የትኛው ሐሳብ ነው ይሄን ፓራግራፍ ኮምፕሊት ሊያደርገው የሚችለው መጨረሻ ኮንክሉዥን የሚደመድመው እሱን ለዩ እነዚህን አራት ስትራቴጂዎች ተጠቅማችሁ ኮሄረንት ፓራግራፉን አይደንቲፋይ ማድረግ በጣም ቀላል የሆነ ጥያቄ ነው የሚሆነው ነው የምላችሁ fine look here while he was a very young አይሆንም ይሄ while ነው የጀመረው ሊመጣ አይችልም ኢንዲፔንደንት ነው በዲፔንደንት ሊጀምር አይችልም absolutely yeah ስለዚህ he published the first composition when he was 12 right he published the first composition when he was ልክ ነው የመጀመሪያው ሙዚቃ 12 ዓመት እንደነበረው ነው አሳተመ ሚለን R by 7 he had learned to play the violin and organ without instruction fine ይሄው 7 ዓመት እንደሆነ ቫዮሊን መጫወትና ኦርጋን መጫወት ያለ ምንም ትዕዛዝ ተማረ በራሱ ልጁ this is the first one በቃ አሁን እዚህ ጋር ወቀን R should be the first please yeah ይሄ መጣል ስለዚህ ስለ ልጁ ሚውዚክ ኮምፖዝ ማድረጉ ነው የሚያወራው this is the title please by 7 he learned አለ ከዛ while he was a very young መጣ he had started to compose ወጣት እየሆነ እያደገ ሲመጣ ሙዚቃዎችን ማውጣት ማሳተም ጀመረ exactly p ይመጣል ማለት ነው and then what he published the first composition የመጀመሪያውን ኮምፖዚሽን አሳተመ finally by the time he was a young man fantastic yeah very clear so the answer should be what b ብለን እንመለሰን rpqs ምንም አይከብደንም ቀደም ለምከነገርኳችሁን ስትራቴጂ ኢምፕሎይ አድርጎ ኮምፕሊትሊ መመለስ ይቻላል እንደዚህ አይነት ጥያቄዎችን fine question number 31 look here 31 a taxi carried us all to the zoo yes አሁን ስለ ታክሲ ነው የሚያወራው ወደ zoo a place where this is a place where animals live ማለት ነው they wanted to be taken out and we decided to take them to the local zoo right አሁንም ይሄ ቀጣይ የመጀመሪያ ሐሳብ ሊሆን አይችልም my sisters two young children were at our house this is the first በቃ መጀመሪያ የት ነበር እቤታችን እህቴና ሁለቱ ልጆቿ እቤት ነበር በቃ መነሻችን እሱ ነው የሚሆነው and then they want to be taken out ወደ ውጭ መንቀሳቀስ ፈለጉ በጣም ጥሩ ኪው መጣ ማለት ነው ከዛስ SOMP ላይ እንመጣለን we brought the tickets yes we brought the tickets and entered the zoo ትኬቱን አገኘን ከዛ በኋላ ወደ እንስሳቶች ወደሚገኙበት አካባቢ ገባን a taxi carried us all to the zoo so the answer should be what A should be the answer clear very easy question hello so if we first find out what is the title please
ፈተናችሁም ላይ ስትሰሩ ጥያቄዎችም ስትሰሩ መጀመሪያ ታይትሉን ማየት ነው። ርዕሱ ስለምንድን ነው የሚያወራው? ሁለተኛ አያያዝ ቃሎችን ፈልጉ። ሶስተኛ የሐሳብ ፍሰቱን፣ አራተኛ በየትኛው ሐሳብ ነው የሚጨርሰው ኮንክሉድ የሚያደርገው። ይህን ሐሳብ ከያዝን ጀምብል ፓራግራፎችን without any doubt complete ማድረግ እንችላለን። from this sense the answer should be absolutely a ብለን እንመልሳለን ማለት ነው። fantastic. This is all about the writing skill questions for grade 12 Ethiopian students. So I want to just give clue. I want to give just some information how you are going to deal writing skill questions. Look here. And I want to show the way how you are going to deal the writing skill questions. And also I want to just explain in detail beginning from types of paragraph until jumble paragraph. And the last and the very important part here is what writing elements, what writing contents are included under writing skill questions. This is a brief summary, a brief explanation, a brief clarification. Using this brief clarification, you have to just expand your knowledge, you have to expand your study styles, and I hope you will be successful. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. But I want to just tell one thing, please. You have to just write comments. Very importantly, don't forget to subscribe my channel, please. Thank you for this time.